My battery's running out too, but fortunately for me, I brought my other battery for my video camera today. And when I paint, I haven't used the same stuff. Look at my shirt here. It's already got paint on it from another project. And on these pants, my pants have ripped. I use these pants now when I paint. I don't want to mess up anything else. And you can get that little suit thing at the Home Depot and put it on, the little white thing, you know, if you want, or painters pants and shirts and stuff. But hey, this is what I use. And let's just get into this container. And you know what, even these lids, you can try to pop the whole lid off, but there's an area right here. I gotta get a screwdriver, and I think it'll just, that thing will strip off. And I believe that's what I want it to do. See, look at that. I didn't even need this. And now this, I think it zips. Well, it says tear. I think it tears all the way. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, I should have done it in one go. Oh, maybe it does. Oh, okay, I see. I thought I tore it because you see how it came off? Like that. I thought I tore it. Now it makes it easy to put your lid on and off from here on out, I believe. Okay. I just thought I would show this as part of the video because you might have never painted before, right? Now I can get this up. I had to pre-shape this at the Home Depot when I got it, but you know what? I was a little rambunctious. I got this about a week ago, and I was all gung-ho and painting. And then I decided I was going to do all kinds of other stuff first. And so I haven't even gotten into this paint yet, and I'm getting it on my gloves. And these are crappy gloves, but I think I'm going to take them off right now. And let's just. See, I haven't opened this. This is a lot of wasted paint here. If you just let that dry, that might be just enough to finish your job. You know what I mean? So I got just a crummy 3-inch throwaway paintbrush. And I do this to all my lids. There's actually a lot of paint there, believe it or not. You leave that paint on there, it's going to dry hard, and you're not going to use that. That's a lot of touch-up right there. And you know what you could do? If you didn't have a touch-up paint tray, you could put a little bit of this on here, and you could just dab this and use this as your tray if you wanted. You know, just doing touch-up in the end, let's say. We even got to get the paint out of that edge. Now they mixed this up. They shook it over a week ago, so I'm gonna take my paint stick, my stir stick, and I'm going to go ahead and just stir it, just quickly. You know, it should be fine. And I always have a rag handy and stuff. And just ask them for paint sticks; they'll give them to you for free. And in fact, they have them for 5-gallon containers too. And the Home Depot will give you those too. Look at this one. Look how big that thing is. They just give them to you for free if you ask. All you gotta do is ask. That's good for a 5. I could have used that for the 2, but that looks fine. Okay. Am I a professional painter? No, I'm not, and you don't have to be either. Hey, I'm just an average Joe. The Average Joe Show. And I usually say, if I can do it, you can do it. I've already got some on the floor, silly beanie. get hardly any on the floor if I can help it. I mean, eventually I'm gonna, and then, you know, get on my shoes, oh well. And so could I paint out of that? I don't know if they have a grid strainer kind of like this for a 2-gallon container, but I just use the 5. I just use the 5, and I'm not gonna use a 9-inch mini roller or a 9-inch paint frame and a roller cover. I mean, I could use a big one like that, right? I'm not going to. Here's my paint, my broomstick. It's my paint roller extension. I'm using a 9-inch or a 6-inch mini roller. And I got this at the store that you can get these. I got just a 2-pack. This is a Pro series. They have another one below this that says good, and then better, and then best, and then Pro. The Pro one was only like 50 cents more than the best of the other Woosters. Okay, shed resistant knit. It says shed resistant. Lots of times this will shed just slightly. And what you could do on a brand new one is take a piece of masking tape, wrap it on your hand upside down, and then just take it, and you can kind of do that business. Shed proof. We're going to see if it's shed proof, okay? Let's just see if it is shed proof. If it is, nothing should be on my masking tape, right? Food for thought. They always, the new ones on any pretty much shed to a certain extent, but you know, I mean, it's not that much. You got a little bit on there, see? But you get the crummier rollers. See, there's some more on here. See there? I'm gonna have to kind of clean that off because it hasn't been used before, right? Okay, and so I'm gonna just kind of get some of that off. You don't get it off, then you get that little lint bits on your ceiling and stuff. And granted, this is flat ceiling, it's white. If some of it gets on there, oh well, there's only so much you can do. But when you're doing your walls, especially if you're using eggshell or semi-gloss, and you use a brand new roller, and if your roller sheds any, you see it. It picks up and you're like, oh brother, and you try to scrape it off when you're all done with the project and stuff. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. Hey, what happened here? Did that come off? No? Oh no. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be like that. See, it's hollow on one end. And there's a hole there, and I'm hoping that just pokes into this. I don't know. Good grief. I may not be able to paint. No joke. I'm not quite sure what's going on here because most rollers have the little end piece like that. Okay, and then you put it in. I'm not sure if this is going to work. If these covers are going to work. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I may have to take those back. Dang it. That might be for a different frame. I wasn't even paying attention to that. You know, lucky for me, I've got another 6-inch. I could use this one in a pinch. See, it's got the little end thing, and it's not as, oh shoot, look at that. See, this is 3/4 inch nap, I think. See, three quarter inch. I may decide not to do any paint. This is probably a 3/8 nap. Okay, it's not going to hold as much paint, and it might not put it on there as thick as I want it. Okay, I think this is going to end this particular video. My loss is your gain, and I'm going to have to exchange these at the Home Depot and get the right ones for the right cover. I should have looked at that, but I thought, hey, you know, they came in the bag. Here's that other little end. Isn't that something? I'm gonna have to look at that. There must be another 9-inch little thicker frame, and you put this over it. Is all I can think of. And you know, I might end up doing that, because see, this is how most of your mini roller frames are, with just the one. But if that's rounder, I can see how that could last longer and be a little bit stiffer up there. And so maybe I just get another extension a frame, because I got 6 of these rollers, and this is the Pro Series, and this is probably the one I want to use. Okay, so my loss is your gain, and I think I'm going to put this paint back. I'm glad I didn't pour that out just yet. Okay, see all the stuff you're learning on my channel? Next episode, we'll get in there and get the painting done on the ceiling. Thanks for joining me. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.